G'day, Spartan Willie here, and welcome back to our Alfa Romeo Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod mini-series. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day/night. Today we will be hopefully concluding our first season with Alfa Romeo in just 4 episodes. So just before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to Quake, Fury and Greg for commenting on the last video. Make sure to leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions down there, as well as giving the video a like if you're enjoying the series, and consider subscribing if you're not already. Okay, so we just got a sponsorship slot open up, and I wasn't even going to record this until I saw the upfront payment. Honestly, what on earth? Shell are going to give us 75 million. I've never seen a contract like that. It's 100 races, but it dwarfs any other payment. I mean, 50 mil is not bad for 40 races, but 75 mil plus the bonus payment, that could be a good bonus payment when we eventually are trying to get third. So we're definitely going to take that. 100 races, that's insane, but 75 mil, we can almost build the theme park once our design center finishes building. So to kick off the episode with our first race, we had the Singapore GP, and look at that, we are in the points again. We actually finished 40 seconds ahead of Schumacher. Leclerc was a bit further down in 16th. This car's still not there. We've given all the better parts to Schwartzman, but I think it's worth it because we are picking up points now on a kind of, what's the word, consistent basis for sure. But George Russell wins. It was a Mercedes 1-2, so if they have a late push this season, could be an interesting championship fight for sure. And I've just seen on that note that we actually got the fastest lap somehow. I honestly don't even know how, but we got an extra point for that, which is fantastic. Even though it says that we get 2, we only get 1. But I mean, we were pushing pretty high on fuel, so it makes sense, but not really because we're in Alfa Romeo. But hey, it's a good thing. Alright, so a rainy Suzuka GP, another beautiful looking track in this game, and it's more points. Well, point. I was going to say points, but really it's a point. But our point streak continues. Leclerc was second last, ahead of Sebastian Vettel though, which is interesting more than anything. But Russell wins again, so Mercedes with a second half of the season comeback. McLaren have really fallen off since we left, but yeah, decent race from us. Okay, so engine build is done. We're now going to start working more towards next year's car. So we're going to go ahead and build a legendary brake set here. So we can go all risk levels, obviously, because we're building an illegal part anyway. We won't be using this season. We'll go ahead with that one and that one there. And why not? Which one's better? That one. I don't know if we'll be able to build all that up though. You know what, let's just do it and we can improve it throughout the end of this season. But yeah, let's do that. So risk level medium, that's fine. We're not using it till next season when it's legal, and it's going to be a 1697, which, phew, that is a massive upgrade from where we started. Alright, so the point streak continues at the Circuit of the Americas. We're finishing the season strong so far. Hopefully it can continue, but 7th, that is a decent haul of points there. Piastri wins again. I checked after last race, there was 1 point between McLaren and Mercedes. McLaren was still in the lead, and it looks like it could have extended only slightly because Russell did get second, but Hamilton got 5th. So actually, I think Mercedes got more points. Lando's having a shocking second half of the season. We're finishing above him. Honestly, you probably could have got Leclerc in the points. He was in 11th, but it would have required no stopping, and I didn't no stop. If you know on the channel, I find it cheating. So I already do a bit of a dodgy with doing a soft tyre onto a soft tyre. You know, in the F1 rules, you're not allowed to do that, but we do it anyway. Other drivers do it, so it's fine. But yeah, that was the Circuit of the Americas GP. Mexico City GP, we were slow in practice and qualifying. We were actually dead last in the grid in Q1, 19th and 20th. Of course, got eliminated and didn't participate in Q2 and Q3, but we managed to get 2 points, which is massive. As you can see there, 1 stop. It's pretty much our strategy, and it was in the McLaren section of this save as well. In the dry, obviously the wet can mix things up a bit, but I'm very happy with that. We were not on the pace, and we probably won't be next time out either, because it's a very similar track in Interlagos. But yeah, decent result. George Russell crashed as well, and Piastri won this race with Esteban Ocon on the podium. Alright, so a horrible vote here. I do not agree with this vote at all. It will not benefit us, and yeah, I don't want spec engines, that sounds awful. So we're going to use all our voting power to vote against it and just hope for the best. We'll skip to the end here. Against. Oh, Couple 4, but thank goodness that was rejected. That was not what we wanted for F1. Okay, so that insane brake part's done, and it will be developed, and hopefully it will get up to its full potential come next season, or the end of this season. But what we're going to work on next is a front wing. We're still in the 1.4s on the front wing, so we want to get a 1.5. So we're going to try and build it for this year's part, so don't use any risk level. Oh goodness, that's such a difference. 1.467 or 1.417. We've got to watch out for that. It's very misleading, these ones, but that's fine. We will watch it. So 1.487, that's not even an improvement. What on earth did we put on the other one that made it so much better? Okay, well, that's the best I can get it. So we're going to build that and unlock Epic, and hopefully build another one by the end of the season. But at 1.497, it will at least equal the cars out in the front wing department. So lots of pit stops at Interlagos. The rain kept coming, getting stronger, easing off, stopping, starting. But 4 pit stops for us, and some even had 6. A few DNFs as well. Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly crashing out. But we managed to hold on 5% tyres over Theo, which is, I was going to try and pronounce the last name there, but I think I know how to do it. I just don't want to embarrass myself. But 9th place for Schwartzman, good points over Prema, who I thought were going to be in a closer battle with, but we've smashed past them honestly, and we're looking up at 5th place. So another 2 points, the point streak continues. Leclerc not quite in the fight, but he really hasn't been all season. When he gets the points, it's kind of a miracle. Decent race at a pit heavy Interlagos. Okay, so that first front wing part is done, and we are falling behind horrendously on the top speed. That bar just keeps getting lower and lower. So I think we're going to give up with building the other front wing and get a real engine going here, because yeah, we don't want to fall too far behind. We're in a good bit of form at the moment. We want to keep that going in any way we can. So, sorry, my voice sort of gave way halfway through that sentence, but yeah, I mean, I guess we do that part. I don't really like any of the great parts, so let's just go ahead and build that. The reliability is already good on it. Let's do that. 1604, decent upgrade. So my home Grand Prix, the Melbourne GP, Schwartzman gets a huge 6th place over the homeboy Ricciardo. We get to make the one-stop work perfectly today with both our drivers, pitting with 18 laps to go. Leclerc up in 12th, which is good for him. We had a good qualifying, qualified in P13, and then a good race to follow gets us up to 6th for some decent points. Russell wins, but a 2-3 finish from McLaren might halt any sort of gain that Mercedes can make. We will touch on the standings before the final race of the season, but yeah, a very good race, especially considering there's no DNFs. To get 6th and 12th is quite an achievement. So our point streak is over, and Theo is in the points, which isn't great in that little 1v1 battle that for some reason I'm focused on, despite us being nowhere near each other with us and Prema. But Schwartzman did crash out. He was one of the many that crashed out in this race, actually. As you can see there, we lost Leclerc, Ricciardo, Schwartzman, Norris, and Hamilton in that race. So 2 championship contenders, and Russell wins to extend Mercedes' lead, and McLaren are bottling this championship hard. Verstappen on the podium, Ocon almost in the podium again. Alpine's got some pace, so not bad from them at all, but I mean, we got up to 10th and then just lost it. We had like 3 safety cars, so quite an intense race, but yeah, no beans for us today. So just before the final race of the season, we are going to have a quick look at the standings, and as you can see, when I said McLaren bottled it, I meant it. They are 15 points behind Mercedes, man. They've gone downhill this second half of the season. Remember when Oscar Piastri was winning basically every race? But that is no more. We are pretty much locked in 6th place. I don't see us dropping behind Williams, and we mathematically can't catch Alpine, but I'm pretty happy with that. So this last race won't mean much for us, and the championship's kind of wrapped up, but 15 points can still flip. On the drivers thing, that's wrapped up. Piastri is world champion. So yeah, last race at Hong Kong, bring it on. Alright, so that is the season wrapped up, and we go out on a high with a double points finish, and live Spark Millie here. Mason Mount just scored a banger against West Ham on the volley, so that's another good thing. But anyway, back to the game. Russell wins the race, by the way. Jorginho, I don't know what he does sometimes, but yeah, Russell wins the race. Norris 2nd. Hamilton crashed out, brought out the safety car very early in this race, and Lando Norris 2nd. So I don't think that they've done enough to overthrow Mercedes, and they definitely haven't, because that's not 15 points right there. But yes, on our note, Theo again just outside the points. They are doing decently this season. I think they're still last, so they could get relegated, but yeah, that was the Hong Kong GP, the second Hong Kong GP. And there is the confirmation, something I was not expecting, but Oscar Piastri is the world champion. Wow, first season at McLaren, they prioritised him and they got their money's worth. Look at him. World champion. Good on him. I'm happy for him. Australian to Australian. And there is that confirmation. Mercedes do win. They win by 13 points in the end with Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton was not prioritised this season, and we could tell because Russell had all the good parts. But yeah, it's not often you see a different team world champion, drivers champion to the team champion. So, you know, impressive. Good battle between McLaren and Mercedes. Okay, time to get our prize money. 71 million. Holy smokes, that's a lot of money. We're up to 280 now. Team boss of the season, we've done it. We've got team boss of the season. I did think we put in a shift. We developed the car quite well. Got some good strategy results too. So I will definitely take that. And driver of the season is McLaren's Oscar Piastri. It had to be. That's the first driver of the season I've seen in this series. Combined with McLaren, that's actually deserved. He was phenomenal. More at the start of the season when he went on that streak, but yeah, he held on for the drive championship, so fair play to him. Okay, so new regs for next season is last place bonus payments and advanced ERS. So obviously we got in advanced ERS, we bought the vote, so I'm happy that got through. Another aspect to play within the race, make it a bit more interesting, and the last place bonus payment literally is nothing. It's like 250,000. I mean, look at the funds we got here. Every team's rich, so they don't need more money. But in other news, Haas have accepted the offer of promotion, and AlphaTauri, who finished last with 8 points, will drop down to Formula 2. So that is big news. F1 without AlphaTauri, Red Bull's sister team, will be in Formula 2. Which is, yeah, interesting. Okay, so that engine build's finally done. We're now going to put on OP brakes. We didn't build as many next year parts as maybe I would have liked to have, but that's fine. Hopefully we can work on this engine a little bit. We're just working on reliability because we have nothing else to work on. And yeah, we can do a decent amount. Not the full 1604, which seems like a bit of a waste, but what I failed to realize is that part was going to take 37 days to build. And we just didn't have 37 days in the season left, really. But front wings equal going into the new season. All the other best parts are already on the car. We've got still a lot of development work to do. That being said, why is all these columns just gone up? Okay, I think that's a bit of a bug. I mean, we do have the best brakes on grid. I recognize that. I don't know why these are all up, but I mean, 8th best on grid. Yeah, that's strange. Anyway, moving on. Alright, car design unlocked for the new season. So that is where we're going to end season 1 here of this mini-series. Just 4 episodes. And if we go back in time, we can have a bit of a look around the series. And see, Aston Martin, not a great season, but a very close relegation scrap. Luckily, we weren't involved in it at all this season. We were up pushing mid-table. Hopefully, we can go up a couple more places. Maybe even push 3rd. I mean, next year's car's not going to be that good, I don't think. But, hey, we can dream. In Formula 2, Giovinazzi won it in the ART. Haas, of course, got promoted, so they'll be up. Maybe Giovinazzi can get an F1 seat after a stellar performance in Formula 2, winning just 1 race, but look at that. That is quite the championship fight. And for anyone that's interested, Formula 3, that is the standings of Formula 3, but the main one we're concerned about is this one, and good season. I'm happy with that result, very much so, but that will be it. I will see you next time out. And it actually is the clear as a free agent. I'm not sure why that is, but who knows. This game is wild sometimes. So, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if not already. Leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions down in the comment section below, and I will see you next time out for Season 2 with Alfa Romeo.